other safety nets in place, and those safety nets get activated on a daily basis between the ambulance service and the City of Polson volunteers. There were also some questions about 35. No, the traffic impact study did not include Highway 35. Highway 35 does have its own issues, and I think part of the partnership that we outlined tonight is that the city, the county, the DOT, and the CSKT should identify those issues and work on them as well. I respect the opinion of Commissioner Barron and others from Rocky Point Road. This traffic impact study was limited to the scope of this particular development, and their access point is Irvine Flats. That being said, if DOT feels like the study should be expanded, they have the ability to require that. It certainly is an excellent opportunity for Lake County to get involved with the DOT and to say, we want you to expand whatever goes on here, whether it's the specific study or some other effort with regard to Rocky Point. So I certainly respect his comments and the others, and we would welcome that in that effort as they have already been there before. So I just really felt like those were a couple points that I wanted to clarify and make sure that we were dealing from a factual perspective. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Mayor, and I'll take any questions.
Quick response unit.
Oh, thanks, Bill.
I just wanted to also mention that the Montana Department of Transportation holds an interagency meeting every month with the tribes, Lake County, and I requested that Rocky Point Road and Irvine Flats Road be on the agenda for the next meeting. That we talk about where is MDT with their studies. You know, we have no information from them on those specific intersections, and we are just as concerned as you are about those two intersections. Safety is primary. When the tribes worked on Highway 93 from Polson to Evero, safety was the #1 priority of the tribal council. So please know that we are trying to get MDT to do something. And we are willing to work with them, and that's why we paid for the study at Irvine Flats Road, because that is directly related to the casino. And a stoplight there at least could give some relief to the people from Rocky Point Road, so that you wouldn't have the northbound traffic to try to get across in order to get onto Highway 93. But again, we are asking MDT, and hopefully you can make it to the next meeting, Phil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
May I say something about the MDT, about Department of Transportation?
Evidently.
But that's a state, like, that's Montana, that's a state thing. So if we have concerns about the Montana Department of Transportation, those concerns are best addressed when we talk to our state representatives and senators from this area. So if we want action, the action is going to come through legislative funding. And the people who have their fingers on those purse strings are not the Polson City Council or Commission. We all need to speak with our elected representatives at the state level and ask for more funding to address the traffic issues that we have in Lake County. Because I don't think Bill's got any money in his back pocket to take care of it. I'll take it.
Mr. Mayor, the administration would close its comments, and if there's any questions, I would see
Ma'am, you're more than welcome to speak if you step up to the lectern, state your name, address, ward number.
Okay, I don't know my ward number. Address, just your address.
My name is Jean Rigg. I live at 34634 Lindenberg Lane, Polson. I'm from Lake County. First of all, I agree with all the traffic concerns. It's ridiculous beyond that we live here. Larry Ashcraft came up with some wonderful comments, one of which is the PILT. Mr. Neese said that he would handle this as a, like a tax, somehow like a property tax. I'm thinking more like a commercial lease. where you get paid on the earnings of the tenant, right? So why not have a PILT that's on the earnings rather than some flat rate, which may never get paid? We have history to that. So, PILT, think about it, just think about it. I think you're rushing through everything, rushing through it just to get some annexed. You want to annex this in without due diligence. You haven't done due diligence. This gentleman, sorry, I don't remember your name, but he had a few contingencies. You buy a piece of property, you always have contingencies. There aren't any. You think you've done everything, but you haven't. You haven't addressed the safety issues. You haven't addressed the money issues. Where's the money coming from? Where is the money coming? We don't know what anything costs. I haven't seen anything with any numbers on it. I love numbers. I love money. I want to see where it's coming from. So I think this is going to be a very expensive project that we're going to wind up paying for. That's going to be expensive in lives because the impact for getting just Rocky Point or even the other businesses that are out there, it's just difficult, we all know. But anyway, please take your time and look at these things and think about the money. Where is this really coming from? And what is the PILT? I mean, what is it? Have an idea, have something. And that's all I have to say.
Good evening, my name is Martin Charlo. I represent the Pablo District. I'm the Confederated City Council. I really appreciate everyone being here tonight. I hope when other businesses open and these same requests come, people come from all over the reservation and voice their concerns, because these are the same concerns we have. I've been driving since I was 14, and I would avoid Polson like the plague during the summer. This traffic issue is not new. This is something that the county and the city should have addressed a long time ago. We are able to, travel the same roads as you, and we do. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You don't want to go through Polson.
The concerns that are brought about these other areas, bring them to your commissioners. That's what I ask of our constituents, is if you have a concern, don't wait until a public meeting that's about something else and bring up this over here. And that's what this feels like. I appreciate you saying that you base your decision on facts and reason, and this is just a stretch of property that we own, and we can, you're putting contingencies on things that it's like someone bought a house or a business and you want to tax them more because of who they are. And that's what I'm hearing tonight. I'm hearing that these contingencies. What is it?
Easy.
Yeah, here we go.
The payment in lieu of taxes. We don't have to pay taxes. We're doing this in lieu of taxes. This is something that we've done. You can't compare the dam. That was different than this. That wasn't a pilt. So please, if you're going to make decisions, make them on facts and reason, and not, things that have nothing to do with this particular little annexation. And so I appreciate you allowing me to speak at your meeting. I'm not for your district, but this does affect me, so thank you.
Okay. One last one. I asked 15 minutes ago if there was any other public comment, and we got some clarification, and here we go again.
Linda Stewart, 359 Mission View Drive. And it seems to me like we have a lot of unanswered questions. And I humbly ask you to take a look at why are we rushing? Why are we rushing? I know it's CSKT property, but I would say that, there are a lot of concerns. We're just heaping more coals upon traffic problems that are never gonna go away, and we're just adding to it. Is that ever a good idea, to keep adding to it? So I just ask you to consider that. Come back with some numbers. You know, let's go to the DOT meeting and see what we can come up with from our state. But this is a very serious problem. There's other issues that haven't even been addressed that I feel like we need some closure to.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, a few comments ago, City Manager Meese said that more or less the presenting party was kind of done presenting with all of their things, and I am closing public comment now, right? I had a going once, going twice, 20 minutes ago. So I think we are gonna take a vote. What I need to have happen after the vote, however it goes down, is that everybody please sit in here and mind your manners, because it's all on the owl, and Cora has a hard time recording motions and this and that and the whole other thing, because we're almost done. After the vote happens, I would love for you guys just to sit in your seat and let us finish the meeting before conversations and whatnot take place within the chambers. Okay? So, at this time, I'm ready to start the vote. I'm going to start the vote with Pardini.
4.
Douglas.
4.
Holly.
4.
Maul. 4. Deborah.
4.
Isabel.
I made that motion, and I was gonna approve that motion that I made with the contingencies. I think that was fair, but without those contingencies, I'm against.
And Huffines 4. Thank you. Okay, moving on to agenda item number 9. Agenda item number 9 is recognition of supplemental pages within your agenda pack. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
City